Oh, you bet. Oh, Lordy. Coach Shelton Harrison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. All right. LDBC, this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks, so, I kind of got this in. On this channel, I don't really comment much on the men's MMA. When the playing fields get a little equal to, then that's when the coaches start having some good men's MMA dialogue. But every now and then, I catch something that will catch my eye. And, shout out to Bloody Elbow. They actually showed the sparring partners for Conor McGregor. And I find this kind of laughable, man, because I'm finna teach you guys a little bit about boxing, okay? See, sparring for boxing and sparring for MMA, totally different, okay? And you could get some really good MMA guys to spar you, and they're good, and they're going to give you a lot of good work. But see, when you get boxers to spar you, you can't just get any boxers, okay? You got to get boxers that's going to simulate the style as best as possible, okay? Now, these are the people who Conor McGregor, he picked, okay? Which I was kind of like, oh, okay. He picked this guy named Tiernan Bradley, okay? Now, he's an amateur. Well, he's got over 100 amateur bouts. And he's actually pretty decent. But, this guy's not a defensive fighter. Okay, he's not a defensive fighter. He throws way too many volume punches to simulate Floyd Mayweather. You got to get the type of guy that's going to pick you off. Because that's what Floyd does. He picks you apart. And you got to get these guys that are very defensive. This guy, to me, when I watch his fights, he's not very defensively sound. In fact, Conor McGregor was able to land a lot of significant strikes on him. So I can tell you right now, yeah, Conor's going to get a good cardio workout, and he's going to get some decent work from this guy, but he's not going to get the work that he needs to deal with a Floyd Mayweather. Now, you got the next guy, Deshaun Johnson, and I'm very familiar with Deshaun Johnson, okay? He was an MMA fighter as well. He did better in MMA, man. The guy was like, what, 9-2? 10-2 in MMA, 9-2. I mean, he did better in MMA. To me, he was more of an MMA fighter than a boxer. Some points in his game, he does simulate Floyd Mayweather. Like, he knows how to do a pull counter. And if you guys don't know what a pull counter is, it's when, you straighten up your spine and you pull your head back, and you're gonna throw a right. You're gonna throw like a right over the person's lazy jab. That's a pull counter. You straighten up your spine, and then you pull a right hand over the person's lazy jab. Deshaun Johnson actually has a Floyd Mayweather-like pull counter, and they do it almost the same. But that's really about it. He's mobile like Floyd. He moves around like Floyd, but he's not defensively sound like Floyd. He's not defensively responsible like a Floyd Mayweather is. Floyd is very defensively sound. Deshaun Johnson, in my opinion, he gets hit way too much, and he can be hit. And he's also not as fast as Floyd. Okay, and this other guy, I started laughing, man. Jay Byrne. He's a soccer player. And he's also a manager, and he's a boxer. So he's 5-2 as a boxer, but, his background, he's a soccer player. And, in my opinion, okay, yeah, you sparring a guy. He's a good soccer player. He's a okay type boxer, but, man, this guy fights nothing like Floyd Mayweather. I'm talking about he fights nothing like Mayweather. This guy pretty much, I mean, you guys see, do you see what you see in the picture? That's what he do in fights. He keep his hands up and he walks straight ahead to try to walk you down. That's what he does. That's his game plan. Okay, now, and I heard Paulie. Y'all know Paulie. No, I don't know. But I'm sicking down all these people cutting all these damn fucking backflips. Y'all know Paulie Malignaggi. I can't never say his name. Paulie Malignaggi. Okay? That's a possible sparring partner for Conor McGregor. Again, he fights nothing like Floyd Mayweather, man. And it's almost like, hold on. One thing. Back to Deshaun Johnson. He was also used as a sparring partner for Pacquiao to simulate Floyd. How did that turn out? Floyd went in there and completely dominated Pacquiao, man. How did that turn out? So I'm just saying, but let's go to Paulie. Paulie's a good fighter, man. You can get some decent work with Paulie, but he's not going to simulate Floyd Mayweather that well because they don't fight the same. Do you want to know what the coaches' picks are going to be for this? And see, Conor McGregor got the money to afford these guys. These are the picks, okay? Now, if you don't like the coaches' picks, then, you shut the hell up and get your monkey ass off the coach's video. That's what you do. But now, seriously, let's take a look at who the coach thinks that Conor McGregor should pick if he's going to, have sparring partners. Okay, the coach, the first person I pick is Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, he throws a little bit more volume than Floyd Mayweather. A lot more volume. But he's very defensively responsible. Very hard to hit, and he picks you apart, in a Floyd Mayweather type simulation. And he's also been compared to Floyd Mayweather, okay? And I think his defense is a little bit less than Floyd, but he's defensively sound. He's very hard to hit, and he throws a lot of volume. So, Conor McGregor, if Terrence Crawford was a sparring partner for him, he'd get the best of both worlds. Okay, Guillermo Rigondeaux. Now, some of y'all say, well, yeah, he's small. Rigo spars big guys all the time, man. Rigondeaux fights big guys. He fought Amagasa, man. Amagasa, outweighed him by, 28 pounds? No, I'm sorry, yeah, Amagasa outweighed him by about 20, 25 pounds. Rigo spars these big guys, man. He spars them all the time. So, him sparring Conor McGregor, man, it'll be a lesson. But Rigo, to me, would simulate Floyd Mayweather the best. He don't throw as much volume as Floyd. Matter of fact, he don't throw many punches at all. But he's making you miss the entire fight. He's going to make you miss the entire fight. And he's very hard to hit. I'm serious. I've seen sparring videos of Rigo where Rigo don't throw any punches. He making the guy miss the whole entire sparring bout. Rigondeaux would be a good choice. Now, my next pick is Sullivan Barrera. He's good defensively, but he's got the size now, and he's got the punching power that, probably, he's got the punching power that Conor would need to feel, And when you're in sparring, you got to actually feel the guy's power. And I know that sounds crazy. You got to get hit in the face, but yeah, you do. And you've got to feel power. And Sullivan Barrera is that guy who could give Conor a little bit of power while being defensively sound. Because Floyd, at welterweight, believe it or not, the guy hits hard. People say, well, he's pillow fisted. People say that. But why don't guys walk through Floyd Mayweather? Why didn't Canelo Alvarez walk through Floyd Mayweather? Why didn't Marcos Maidana, toward the later end of the fight, walk through Floyd Mayweather? They don't walk through the guy. The guy keeps these guys off of him. So he's got decent power. And there have been fighters like Shane Mosley, Zab Judah. They've said that Floyd Mayweather power is good. He's got good power. His power is good. Robert Guerrero said his power is decent. They can't walk through this guy, okay? And you need a guy like Sullivan Barrera to, try to stimulate the power aspect of the game. I'm not saying that Floyd and Sullivan, I'm not saying that they have the same power. Clearly, Sullivan Barrera has more power than Floyd Mayweather, but you need a big, strong defensive guy in your camp that can hit you, but that can also make you miss. That's Sullivan Barrera. And the last person, you're going to need the speed, okay? And Vasily Lomachenko, he's a speedy defensive fighter. And he's also very hard to hit. See, these are the 4 guys in training camp who, me personally, if it were up to me, and if I was his manager, with the money he got, he could afford them. He finna get $100 million anyway. He can afford these guys. Man, I would bring these guys into my camp. I would pay them, put them up for, 5-6 weeks, or however much, and have these guys, going at me. Because that'll more prepare him for Floyd Mayweather. This, to me, this seems like he just getting any old guys in there, nickel and diamond, because I'm finna get $100 million anyway, so I might as well just, pick whoever to spar with, and that's it. So, I don't know. This tells me a lot about the sparring camp. This tells me a lot about what Conor's expectations of this fight are. I think he's just trying to survive 12 rounds. That's my opinion. And get that payday, get that check, and get the hell out the game. That's my opinion. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.